guys, welcome back to my channel, and always there's something to discuss. Okay, there's so many things going on in the world that we'd have to talk about. Okay, in that light, or in that sense, today we are speaking about contraception and the different forms of contraceptives we have on the markets in Ghana and elsewhere in the world. Okay, so I read somewhere that getting frisky shouldn't be a risky business. Okay, so getting frisky or freaky shouldn't be a risky business in the light or in the bloom of excitement and everything. You should be cautious about your health and then the people around you, because once you get sick, once you pick up some certain diseases, you tend to pass it on to the next person who is sometimes innocent of the whole situation. Okay, so and of late the numbers of HIV recorded cases in Ghana is actually going way too high, and it's quite sad to see that most people, according to the list I saw, most of them are young women. Like, the lot are young women, and it's actually sad. And so we're going to speak on contraception, contraceptives, the different forms we have, and the one you feel is okay, or you could go to the hospital, the family planning unit. They have people that would educate you on the different types, and then they can help you choose one that would be okay for you. And that being said, let's just get right into it. So the first on the list is the condom. Okay, the condom is made of latex rubber that is put over or worn over an erected penis and before the act. Okay, and some people are allergic to latex, and so if that doesn't really work for you, meaning you'd have to opt for another form of contraception. Okay, we have both the male and the female how do you call it, condoms, but we tend to see the male condoms on the market more than the females, but we have two of them, and it's the only form of contraception that helps prevent some STDs. Okay, not all of them, some STDs, and also prevents unwanted pregnancies. Okay, so we move on to the next. The next is what we call the intrauterine device, what we simply call the IUD. Yes, so it's a T-shaped device that's placed in the uterus of the woman, that has hormones, and so the hormones help it helps thicken the the womb, so that the sperm will not be able to embed itself inside to cause any pregnancy. And so yes, but note, the IUD does not protect against STDs, but it helps prevent pregnancies. Okay, and the IUDs can be placed for like 3 years to 10 years, so depending on how long you want to be using it. Sometimes the IUD too can be displaced in the womb because of the frequent acts of whatever is going on, and so from time to time you'd have to go and then you check if it's actually placed well, so that you don't get surprised with a pregnancy. Okay, so the next on the list is the emergency pill, what people tend to misuse a lot. Okay, it's called emergency because sometimes some people tend to, what people call the one-night stands. You tend to find someone you just hang out with, and then you end up having whatever. And so sometimes it's something that should be only emergency purposes, because once you take it frequently, it tends to mess up your cycle. And note that there are hormones that are dealing with the system, and so if you tend to mess up the whole thing, you yourself, you're going to be messed up. And so yes, the next one is the combined pill. Okay, the contraceptive pill, the combined contraceptive pill that every single day of the month there's a pill you have to take. Okay, and so if you miss those ones if you miss a day, it wouldn't be as effective as you're supposed to, as it's supposed to work. And so I always advise that if you start that pill, you have to be on time for it to be able to work effectively. And so that one too, it also prevents against pregnancy, but not STD. That's one sad thing. The next one, we speak about sterilization. Okay, so we are speaking about sterilization, and so sterilization is completely taking away the body's ability to reproduce, and it's a permanent method. Once you go and then you cut things out, I'm sorry, there's no turning back. You can't there's no way. And so yes, that's one of the sure methods of preventing pregnancy, but it doesn't prevent STDs. That's one sad thing, it doesn't. And so we move on to the next one. That's the injectables. This one is it contains a synthetic form of some of our hormones that it helps prevent pregnancy. One sad thing too, it doesn't prevent STDs. This only helps prevent pregnancy, but not STDs. Okay, so yes, that one they give it to you, they give you the shots, and then within 3 months, you're supposed to go for another, because it has to be, to make it effective, you also have to be on time. Okay, so on to the other. We are speaking about the implants. Okay, so the implant is put under the arm, and it has to be done by a trained person to actually do that, because not everyone is able to do that. And so you go to the hospital for them to do it for you, and that one too helps prevent pregnancy, but not STD. Another sad one, but not STD. And so yes, it's effective when you tend to be cautious about the timing. When they will give you a schedule, and then when next they think is right for you to come. So you make sure you're on time, you make sure everything is okay to help prevent pregnancy, but not STD. So moving on, we are going to the diaphragm. So diaphragm is a soft silicone dome that is placed in the vagina of the female to prevent sperm from entering the womb. And so right after the act, the lady is supposed to take it out and clean, and then put it there. Take it out after every act is supposed to be taken out and then cleaned. It shouldn't be there for over 24 hours. I have to take it out and clean. And so if you take very good care of the diaphragm, it can last for up to 2 years. That's if you take very good care of it. Then on to the last one. Onto the last one, we're speaking about the contraceptive ring. So it's a flexible plastic ring that constantly releases small doses of hormones to, you know, help prevent pregnancy. The sad thing is both the diaphragm and then the contraceptive ring do not prevent STDs, but it prevents pregnancies. So basically these are the forms of contraceptives, contraceptions we have. And so yes, what our advice is, you head to the family planning units. We have them in our hospitals, okay? And so when you go there, you speak to them, and then they would help you, okay? They will help you, because of late there are so many people with you know, unwanted pregnancies and the transfer of STDs, okay? Just that we only know for the condom to be one of the things that help prevent some STDs, okay, so far, okay, but the rest of the contraceptions, they help prevent pregnancy, okay? And so it's advisable that you go to the hospital, and then you ask a health professional to school you through it. This is just basic. I couldn't go into detail because of time. I don't want it too long, too boring. And so yes, something so that they help you choose one that would help you, and make sure you, most of them are, you know, strictly timely something, so that if you don't go according to the time, you might end up having a surprise baby, okay? You invite me to the naming, honestly, I'll honor that, because I love children. Yeah, sad thing. And so today, this is where we will draw the curtains. I'll see you all in another video. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much.